Minnesota still just 3 of their last 11 from the floor. Donovan rainbows up a shot, gets it.
Today, we show our top 10 Donovan Mitchell highlights. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most amazing highlight compilations that you'll ever see. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to NBA Select. Number 10, double overtime thriller versus Nuggets.
Slips and slides inside, lays it in, and we're tied.
In Utah's 6th bubble seeding game, the Jazz took on the Denver Nuggets in a back-and-forth game. Donovan Mitchell was carrying the Jazz on his back, trying to edge out the Nuggets for a victory before this happened to send the game to overtime. Donovan Mitchell gets the layup to fall with 0.9 seconds left to send the Jazz to overtime, then proceeds to drop 8 points in the first overtime, including another clutch jumper to send the game to double overtime. Number 9, Donovan posterizes McGee.
Try to be dumb? Mitchell! Oh, posterized!
Basketball fans were treated to a matchup of the reigning dunk contest champ versus one of the NBA's leading shot blockers. The result? One of the best posters of the season. Late in the second quarter against the Los Angeles Lakers, Utah Jazz star Donovan Mitchell attacked the rim only to have 7'2", 270-pound Lakers center JaVale McGee contest the dunk. And it didn't end well for McGee. Number 8, lucky dunk on Embiid.
Mitchell, a great shot, wow, and splitting the defense.
Jazz guard Donovan Mitchell nearly completed an impressive dunk over the 76ers star Joel Embiid before getting a luck bounce as part of a 3-point opportunity during Utah's game against Philadelphia. With 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Mitchell rose up for a massive slam dunk. The Jazz guard was unable to complete the jam over Embiid, but received a lucky bounce on the iron. The ball dropped through the cylinder as Mitchell was fouled. Number 7, swat and dunk by Donovan.
It's a hot potato and nobody wants it, but Mitchell says fuck.
LeBron James gets a dose of his own medicine as he was on the receiving end of a chase-down block by Donovan Mitchell during the Los Angeles Lakers vs. Utah Jazz match at the Staples Center. The high-leaping third-year guard stalked James as he made his move to the basket and unleashed a perfectly timed swat off the backboard to stop the Lakers' transition. The emphatic rejection started the break for the Jazz on the other end as Mitchell raced down the court and received a beautiful dish from Rudy Gobert. The Spider showed his athleticism once more as he finished with a two-handed flush to get Utah within 4 at the start of the third quarter. Number 6, Donovan blocks from the back.
Drives, blocked from behind by Mitchell, what a play!
It was an ugly half for the Utah Jazz against the Los Angeles Clippers, but a big block from Donovan Mitchell late in the first half saved it from getting any uglier. The Jazz were trailing the Clippers 51-46 in the second quarter when Terrence Mann attacked the basket with a chance to extend LA's lead. Instead, Mitchell ran the floor and came flying in for a basket-saving block to keep the Jazz within striking distance. What about those highlights, huh guys? If you think you can handle some more, don't worry, as we've got 5 more amazing clips of Donovan Mitchell to share with you, and while we're doing that, don't forget to like and subscribe to NBA Select. Number 5, rookie Donovan scores over 40.
Mitchell deep, bang!
On December 1st, 2017, Mitchell reached the 40-point mark for the first time in his career as a rookie. At Vivint Smart Home Arena, the young Jazz star dropped 41 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He shot 13-25 from the floor, 6-12 from downtown, and 9-11 from the charity stripe. Mitchell lifted the Jazz to a 114-108 win over the New Orleans Pelicans, taking down all-star duo DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. Number 4, 46 for Donovan.
To shoot, he finds Donovan. He'll roll it inside, high floater, makes it home off the...
It was the final regular season home game for the Jazz last season when Mitchell tied his career-high 46 points against the Denver Nuggets. Mitchell also had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. The second-year pro shot 14 to 26 from the field, 5 to 8 from the three-point line, and 13 to 16 from the free throw line. The Jazz took down the Nuggets 118 to 108. Number 3, duel with Giannis.
Giannis is going right at Rudy Gobert. He's going to keep the dunk.
This game was one for the ages. Mitchell and the Jazz battled Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks to the end in a wild back-and-forth game at Vivint Smart Home Arena on March 2nd, 2019. Mitchell scored a career-high 46 points along with 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. The then second-year player shot 15 to 32 from the floor, 5 to 10 from beyond the arc, and 11 to 14 from the foul line. Antetokounmpo had 43 points and 14 rebounds as the Jazz beat the Bucks 115 to 111. Number 2, Donovan sinks the Nuggets.
Led by Murray and Jokic. Murray went for 36, Jokic for 29 as
For Mitchell's second-best outing, he recorded his second 50-point outing in the playoffs against the Nuggets in a pivotal Game 4. Mitchell scored 51 on 15 to 27 from the floor, 4 to 7 from the three-point line, and 17 to 18 from the free throw line to cap his second-highest career-scoring night. Number 1, franchise highest for Donovan.
And the guys around him.
In a game Jazz fans are likely to see highlights from not just throughout Mitchell's career, but during every playoff run going forward, Mitchell scored a franchise best mark 57 points in a 135 to 125 loss to the Denver Nuggets. The All-Star has struggled against the Houston Rockets in the Jazz 2019 playoff run and needed to prove he belonged on the big stage. Boy, did he ever. Mitchell's 57 points are the third highest in a playoff game by any player in NBA history. Only legends Michael Jordan and Elgin Baylor have scored more. So do share your favorite Donovan Mitchell highlights in the comments section below. And while you're at it, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of NBA Select and much more.